When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish. South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. This one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wolverines offense will have the football first. Michigan really took it to Notre Dame the last time they met, and Hail to the Victors was playing loudly.
It was playing loudly, and they beat the snot out of the Irish. And the Irish better not forget that. And it was the physicality of Michigan taking over, and the Irish going to be ready today.
Yeah, Notre Dame was really upset. They just couldn't answer the bell. Everything seemed to snowball on them, one bad thing after another. They've got to be mentally tougher in this game.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Looking for a man, it's Underwood. Here's a heat. Another incompletion on third down. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, Dave.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Looking downfield, it's Carr. He'll pull it down. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. The Irish send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and look for room. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help him out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. In this rivalry, you could just about write the history of the game. Rockne and Fielding Yost, Schembechler and Holtz, the Rocket and Desmond Howard. So many great moments in this rivalry, which has been played since the 1800s.
So many great moments, so many great plays, great players. And how about the uniforms? Just clean, beautiful, pristine unis.
This is just classic college football. Because of all those names that Reese just ripped off, this game always seems to come down to the final play.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. This drive will open from the 15. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run.
Sends it downfield. Hauls it in down the sideline. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
Wide open downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Notre Dame. A great catch and run.
Just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. He's got a chance to take this one back. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Going with the ground game left. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. There's no logical reason these two shouldn't play every year. The proximity, both powerhouses, but squabbles get in the way from time to time, guys.
They sure do, and I think Notre Dame being an independent always makes things tricky and difficult. But at the same time, they're always playing USC every year, David. I'd love to see them schedule Michigan each and every season.
And just make it happen. We've lost so many rivalries in sports because of money, because of conference realignment. We don't need to lose another one.
All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. To the air, it's Underwood. Flips it out to the back. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Wants to fire on second down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his man. It's McCulley. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Using his feet. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo.
Now, when you're in plus territory on 4th and 1, I don't think the quarterback was ever thinking about coming off the field.
I wouldn't be surprised if the QB convinced the coach to go ahead and do it from the way it looked.
100%. That's the coach. We got this. Absolutely. We want more points. We got to go for it. I believe in my guys. The players always try to go for it.
And here comes the offense on second down. The give to the tailback. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Breaks into the open. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the right. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Oh, he makes the catch. And the Wolverines get it past the sticks.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Marsh. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now on 2nd and goal. Marches ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. Extra point here will give them the lead. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Off play action on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Love. Slips a tackle and he's got room. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To throw, it's Carr. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Used the play fake, now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Cleescore. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. And the Wolverines are on the move. The give from the gun. Turning it on. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
Caught over the middle. It's Morgan. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little kick route, and try to get my guy open.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it's no good. He missed it. And guys, after the miss, the lead is still 1.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Looking to throw its car. Using the quick game. Got room at the 35. Turning on the jet. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He found open space. The band might as well start playing.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've been frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the shot to the middle of the field. To the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
second down, they'll go to the air. Sets up the screen. There he goes. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Let's see what they've got on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Grabbed in the middle. It's McCulley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. That pass is incomplete.
This offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone, and the field starts to shrink. They really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. The lead is down to a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ole Miss. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to fire. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Underwood. snagged in the middle. It's marked. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Wolverines looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Unleashes one deep. And the pass is broken up, incomplete. But wait, there's more. Flag on the field, and it might be against the offense. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield very late in the half. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Now with just a few seconds left, not enough time to run another play, but there is time to kick a field goal and take the lead. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that'll tie things up as we head toward halftime.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. To the air, it's Carr. Quickly to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing it.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Under fire. He's going to take off. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Back to the ground with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third down, going up top. He's going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Irish send out the punt unit. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking for room, it's Haynes. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Find some fresh air. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Scanning the field, it's Underwood. With the catch, it's Marsh. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On the move. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Fast, physical, and disruptive, Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names, and Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Looking down the middle. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. Here come the Irish back on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
He's got it again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Unloads to the wideout. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lobs one high down the left side. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. So here comes the Michigan offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Power football with the run. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Underwood. The quick out. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, going to the air. Plucks it out of the air.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a 2-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Wolverines! And that one will give them the lead. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt. You throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense. 3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Wants to throw. It's Carr. He's going to throw deep right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Irish send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Off the play fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Wolves will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here come the Irish back on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
The ball squirts free. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Flying down the right side. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover. They get a chunk of yards, and they are in business.
Well, it was a great job of executing the option by the quarterback. He made the right decision holding on to it. He shows you his athleticism. It's going to be a big play. You've just got to finish it, though. And the defense, they never quit. You saw the effort getting to him and ripping the ball loose.
Looking for room. It's Haynes. Knocked down in the backfield. And, boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting where it was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Michigan! They give them themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Carr. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the 4th quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, I tell you what, this guy's making a name for himself. 2 sacks last week. He's got 2 today already. He is terrorizing quarterbacks.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Flying down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Irish!
And I'm pretty... Card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end, but forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Trying to set up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man, it's Fields. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st.
And how about the defense? How big was that stop? Forcing the punt, getting it back to the offense, and all of a sudden, you feel the momentum now on their side.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They'll try to pick up this third down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. They'll try to get it through the air. Gets it out quickly. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking to throw, it's Carr. They're setting up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's Fields. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Going up top again. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. He's got the tight end. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on first down.
Obviously,
and it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Looking to throw on first down. He lets one fly deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
and you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Deep shot for the end zone. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. And so they'll have one more chance. One possession behind. The pass interference penalty will give them an untimed down and a chance at a little glory. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And the line of scrimmage is the 30. That'll leave them a 47-yard attempt and a chance to win the game. He splits the uprights. They have grabbed the lead in the waning seconds of the game, and they are so close to victory. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Underwood. He wants a big play here late. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over